Green Lantern Corps number 20, written by Peter Tomasi, art by Fernando Pisarin. So spoiler alert for Wrath of the First Lantern, because that hasn't actually wrapped up yet as of the publishing of this issue, but this very clearly takes place after that. So we open up on Oa, and we see, I'm blanking on his name, honestly, Salak, I believe? Yeah, Salak. He was recently imprisoned by the Guardians for like spying on them, and we see Kilowog and Guy Gardner have found him and they've freed him, and he's like, oh, hey, you're both alive, that's great. Yeah, I was locked up because of the whole spying on the Guardians thing, so what happened with you guys? What was going on? They're like, oh my god, the end of First Lantern? Crazy, totally crazy. All the Guardians are dead. They're all just dead, and we are now Guardianless. And they're like, oh, geez, okay, big deal. So then we cut over to Mogo, and, you know, there's animals, there's plants and stuff like that. And we have John Stewart and Fatality, and they're like, hey, Mogo, thanks for your help during the fight. You really were a big deal there. And he's like, it's no big deal, guys. I'm just happy to help out. And Fatality and John kind of just look at each other for a second, and they're like, so we're doing this, huh? And they just start making out. They take off their rings. They're now just naked on Mogo, about to have sex. And John points out, hey, Fatality, Mogo can see us. And Fatality's like, let him watch. And then we just get, I love this single panel here of Mogo just as the planet, clearly just zoomed out from them. But like, I like to think that Mogo is like, that's the reaction shot from him. So then we go back into the computer room with Salak and Guy, and he basically lays out the stuff of like, hey, look, when I was spying on them, I got this footage of the Guardians letting out that guy Zar, who was after your family. Just letting you know, he was being held under their thumb. Like, he didn't make any moves without their saying anything. So if they're all dead now, he's probably going to go rogue and just kill your whole family. And Guy's like, crap, okay, I gotta go. And he just blasts a hole through the ceiling. And it's like, all right, yep, this needs to be taken care of immediately. So then we see Saint Walker. He's just giving a big pep talk, kind of like a recruitment drive for the Blue Lanterns to a bunch of the Green Lanterns. And he's like, hey, everybody, things are going to be okay. Like, you gotta have hope, okay? Everything's going to be fine. And then Guy comes down and he's like, hey, I need to take you, Saint Walker. We're going now. And he just grabs him by the chest and flies into the air. And Saint Walker's like, I was kind of in the middle. Could I just finish that? And he's like, no, it literally cannot wait. I need you to supercharge my ring so I have enough to do this when I get to Earth. So at this point, we cut down to Earth, and already all of these police officers dead, cars crushed, the Gardner residence destroyed, and inside is Guy's dad, his brother and sister, and Zar standing over them like, I expected your little police force to put up more of a fight. This is just sad. So he tells him, like, I'm going to kill you because of your brother, because of him. And I want you to know that this is all his fault. And we see, just cutting back and forth, Guy getting more and more charged as we see him entering the solar system and going past Saturn. And Saint Walker's like, hey, look, you can stop holding me by the chest. Like, I will just fly with you. Do you want me to be, like, down there? Do you want me to help you out? And he's like, nope, this is a personal thing. I just need you to supercharge me up as we're flying. Just keep doing that. He's like, well, Guy, everything's going to be fine. He's like, yeah, no, if you say all will be well, I swear to God, I'm going to punch you in the face, Saint Walker. So then back down on Earth, we see Guy's dad pull out a gun, tries using it against Zar to save his kids. Doesn't work, because why would it? And Zar even calls him out. It's like, you do understand the cops used all of their ammo and it did nothing. Why did you think it was going to work? And then we see Guy finally, he tells Saint Walker, like, okay, that's good enough, as he hits 325%. He's just getting past the moon, and he, like, you can see him tearing down, like, the American flag on the moon just by flying by it so quick. And Zar's like, by the way, I'm going to record killing you so that way I can play it back for Guy when I kill him. So who wants to smile for the camera first? And at that point, Guy finally arrives. He just immediately incinerates Zar as he's screaming his name, and just gone. He's just dust. There is literally a carbon footprint on the wall. So at that point, Guy's like, hey guys, sorry. I mean, is everyone okay? And his dad kind of chews him out like, yeah, all because you put us in danger to begin with. And the sister comes out like, Dad, shut up. Guy's the one who saved us. So at that point, we see the siblings all go on a camping trip. And they're just roasting marshmallows over a fire. And Guy's like, hey, I think I'm going to stick around for a while. I think, space, like, I did all my stuff up there. I kind of want to just live the quiet Baltimore life, I kind of want to just chill out with you guys for a while. Maybe like, not forever, just like 3 or 4 months. So, yeah, let's give it a shot. And then we see day by day, like, he gets some food thrown at him by a kid in the grocery store. He has to go to the DMV. There's some people stealing tires, and he just, without even thinking, just stops it with bubbles. He goes to the dentist. He gets a beer spilled on him in an Orioles game. Cable guy doesn't show up on time. He misses his putt in mini golf. And this is just day 1, day 2, day 3. Each thing is its own separate day. Until finally we get to day 9, and he goes to the movie theater, and a guy is just watching his iPad in the movie theater and tells Guy to shut up when he tells him to put away the iPad. So then Guy throws him through the computer, or through the movie screen. And then finally on day 10, we see the whole family is playing cards. Guy's not even paying any attention to it. He goes out, he looks up at the stars, and the brother and sister are like, hey man, we get it. We know this quiet life ain't for you. Go on up there, be yourself, be Guy Gardner. And he's like, hey man, yeah, I love you guys. See you later. So at that point, we see there was a side bet, and the sister lost because she bet that he would at least last 20 days. And the brother's like, nah, that was never going to happen. So yeah, and then we see Guy flying away. Gotta say, from an editorial standpoint, kind of don't like the fact that they published this before Green Lantern wrapped it up in issue 20. They delayed all the other ones to at least take place on the same week of. So the fact that this one didn't get delayed, yeah, it just feels like poor planning. So overall, I like the issue. I think it would hit a bit harder if I knew, like in the first half, of what happened with the first Lantern and why the Guardians are gone, because that's a major shift for the Green Lantern Corps. And they even say it is that we don't answer to the Guardians anymore. We are our own thing. So I'm curious. I really want to see how that turns out. Overall, though, art in this is great. I love the sequence of Guy just having to go about and doing normal Earth things. Fantastic. So overall, I'm going to give this one I'm going to give it an 8. I think it's really solid. You know what? 8.5. That's what I was debating between, and honestly, I think it earned the 8.5. It's just a solid little wrap-up issue. I can't say that I really care that it fits in with Wrath of the First Lantern. This could easily stand all on its own, but I like that they set up this Czar stuff to begin with. They wrap up all these loose ends. This is just a nice little capper issue, and I don't see anything wrong with that.